Namaste and a very good evening to all of you. I welcome you to my channel, The Outlier. My name is Mithun. In today's video, I'll be talking about two important features of what-if analysis in Microsoft Excel, namely the goal seek feature and the data table feature. Even before I proceed to talk about goal seeking and data table, may I request you to subscribe to my channel, also like and share my videos. Let's talk about the first option, namely goal seek. What exactly is goal seeking and why do we need the goal seeking feature? Goal seeking is very useful to determine the optimal input value for a formula when the output value is already known. How does goal seek work? Goal seek works by adjusting the input cell which produces the expected target value. There are many application areas for goal seeking. One popular application area is in the field of finance. Goal seeking is useful for performing sensitivity analysis in financial modeling. Goal seek option performs trial and error to solve a problem by adjusting the cell values to help us reach the target value. To perform the goal seeking option in what-if analysis, I will be using a simple table on profit analysis. This is the profit estimation table. You can see here there are four important fields: serial number, the role of each and every item. There are two roles that we have specified. A variable or an item can act as the input or it can act as the target. The third column here is the items. And lastly, we have the numbers associated with each and every item. Let's assume we are talking about a product whose selling price is 25 rupees. The number of quantities which are being sold is 100. So you're selling 100 items at 25 rupees. The total revenue can be estimated as a product of price and quantity. So 25 multiplied by 100 will give us 2,500. So this is as far as the revenue analysis is concerned. Let's now look at the cost analysis. The first important item under cost is the transportation cost. The transportation cost is 10% of the total revenue. Further, to compute the item cost, what we have done is for each item, the cost is 20 rupees. So when you multiply 20 with the number of quantities, you will be getting the item cost as 2,000 rupees. Once you have the transportation cost as well as the item cost, it's very easy to compute the total cost. The total cost is simply the aggregate value of transportation cost and item cost. So when you add up 250 with 2,000, you'll be getting the total cost as 2,250. So we have two important items, total revenue and total cost. When you take a difference of total revenue and total cost, you'll be able to compute the profit value as 250 rupees. This is pretty straightforward. Now let's imagine that your boss walks over to you and says, for the next month, I want to achieve a profit of 5,000 rupees. And I don't care how you achieve this value of 5,000, but we are targeting a value of 5,000. What is the option that you have? Remember, profit has a dependency on price and quantity. Either you can vary price or you can vary quantity, or you can vary both of these to help your boss achieve the target that he has in mind of 5,000 rupees. I want to keep it simple for this example. What I'll do is I will vary only the quantity. I want to estimate what is the right input for quantity which will help my boss achieve a profit of 250. One way is to perform a trial and error operation. which means we have to manually vary the quantity. We have to adjust the values of the quantity so that the profit shoots up to 5,000 rupees. Let's perform a trial and error operation. I'll go to cell number E4. Instead of 100, let me change this to 200. The profit is 500. We are nowhere near the desired target value of 5,000. Let me further increase this to 500. I'm getting a profit value of 1,250. Again, nowhere near the target value of 5,000. Let me double this to 1,000. Hit enter. The profit now has become 2,500. Let me now double the value of quantity from 1,000 to 2,000 and see its impact on profit. Now we have arrived at the right value of target, that is 5,000 rupees. With this trial and error method, what have we learned? We have learned that if you were to sell 2,000 items of a particular product, you will be able to achieve a profit of 5,000. But doing a trial and error method is tedious. Sometimes it does not give you accurate results. And it is an operation which involves a lot of effort. Question is, can we simplify this entire exercise and reduce the time? This is where goal-seeking option in Excel helps us a lot. So even before I proceed to show you how in just 15 seconds, you will be able to estimate the right input for quantity, let me return to the original value of quantity. The original value of quantity that we had was 500. So this is how the original table looked like. Now we will proceed to find out the ideal input for quantity, which helps me trigger a profit of 5,000. To perform the goal-seeking option, in the what if analysis section, remember the what if analysis is present in the data menu. I'm already in the data menu. So once you click on the data menu, you can head over to what if analysis. When you click on the drop-down menu, Excel displays three options. The second option here is goal seeking. The first one is scenario manager. I've made a separate video on scenario manager. In case you're interested, you can look at that particular video. I'll be pasting the link of scenario manager in the description box. Now let's talk about the goal seeking feature. As you can see here, Excel gives a short description of goal seek. Excel says it helps you find the right input for the value you want. I repeat, goal seeking helps us find the right input value for quantity for the desired value that we want. Let me click on goal seeking. The moment you click on goal seeking, a new dialog box opens up. This is called as the goal seek dialog box. There are three parameters associated with goal seek. First is set cell to value, and the third is by changing cell. The first item, set cell, which is the value that you want to set here. The value is basically the cell number E9, because this is what we are going to fix as 5,000. So since our goal is to achieve a profit of 5,000 rupees, we are setting the cell for profit. The next question that Excel asks is, what value do you want to set this as? My goal here is to reach a profit of 5,000, and therefore I'm going to type 5,000. Lastly, by changing cells, which value are you going to change to achieve the profit of 5,000? Here, I can specify quantity cell. So what Excel does is it is going to run a few trials at the backend, and it will help me identify the right value of quantity, which will predict the profit of 5,000. Let me go ahead and click on OK. You can see here, there are a few computations that Excel has made, and finally, we are getting a value of profit. This is a lot easier. This is a lot simpler. It saves a lot of time, and within 15 seconds, Excel has come back with the right value of quantity. Now, we can say, if you were to sell 2,000 units of a particular product, the profit that you will be making is 5,000 rupees. So 2,000 quantities whose selling price is 25, you'll be able to achieve a profit of 5,000. Now, there are two options. If you want to accept the suggestions made by Excel, you can go ahead and click on OK. Else, you can choose the option Cancel. So in this example, we have seen how to use goal seeking to identify the right quantity. Suppose you want to identify the right price which will help you achieve a profit of 5,000. How do you do this? Again, you can go to goal seeking option. There are three questions that Excel asks. The first one is set cell. You can set the cell number E9 to a value of 5,000. We are still targeting a profit value of 5,000 by changing the cell. Earlier, you changed quantity. Here, I'll ignore quantity and I'll target the item price. I want to see what is the optimal selling price. Once you have done this, you can go ahead and click on OK. As you can see here, Excel has run a few operations at the backend. You can accept these suggestions. Excel has found out that the right value of selling price should be 78 rupees, and then you'll be able to make a profit of 5,000 rupees. So this is how you can use the goal seeking feature in Excel to identify what is the right input to achieve the desired target value. With this, I will proceed to the second option which I want to demonstrate, which is called as the data table. Even before I proceed to show you the data table option, let me return to the original value of price. If you remember, the original value of price was 25 rupees. When I change this, you'll also be able to see the impact on profit, which is 250. Now let's talk about the data table option under the what if analysis. Why do we need the data table option? In case you want to see the results of multiple inputs at the same time, you can run multiple scenarios and you will be able to observe what is the impact of running multiple scenarios in one shot. So data table is an option which helps us see the results of multiple inputs at the same time. Let us say I have the variable quantity, and I want to see what is the impact of quantity on profit. There are multiple values of quantity that I have in mind. Let us say I'm thinking of selling 200 units or 300 or 400, 500, 600 and 700. So these are the multiple input values that I have. And I would like to see what is the expected profit for each of these input parameters. The first thing that you need to do is specify the existing profit. As you can clearly see here, the existing profit is 250. So you can put an equal to and specify the cell address. So we are currently making a profit of 250. Now, to estimate the profit for each of these quantities, what you can do is you can select the range. Once you select the range, we can click on what if analysis. There are three options. The last option here is data table. Excel gives a short description for data table. As you can see, Excel says it helps you see the results of multiple inputs at the same time. So what are the multiple inputs that we have? We have multiple input values for quantity. As you can clearly see here in the quantity field, we have 6 different values of quantity. Let me select data table. This will lead to a new dialog box, which is called as the data table dialog box. The first option here is row input cell. Here I have got one single column. The next option that I have here is the column input cell. When it comes to the column input cell, remember the existing value of profit that we are making is 250, and this value of 250 has a dependency on the value of 100. So you have to specify column input cell as 100 because the value of 250 depends upon the quantity of 100. Once you specify the column input cell, you can go ahead and click on the OK button. The moment you click on the OK button, what you're able to see here is Excel quickly computes the expected level of profit for multiple input values of quantity. What this simply means is that the current value of quantity is 100, and when you have 100 as the current value, the expected profit is 250. If you were to sell 200 units, the profit would shoot up to 500. Further, if the quantity increases to 300, the estimated profit is 500, so on and so forth. So this is how, in one click, you will be able to generate a data table, and this data table helps you see the results of multiple inputs at the same time. With this, I have come to the end of today's video. In today's video, we saw two important options. One was goal seeking, and the second one was data table. There are a lot of applications of goal seeking as well as data table. I request you to subscribe to my channel, also like and share my videos. Thank you very much for watching this particular video. Have a great day ahead.